So I noticed something different, something interesting after listening to these clips again, okay, regarding Angela and her daughter's conversation. And I want us to pay attention to the things that her daughter says based on things that I've reported in the past. But with that being said, let's get into it real quick.
All this just seems shady to me. And the lies and the contradictions. He's been a scammer all this time. To be honest, Mama, if he's using you to come over here without you, you really need to figure out what's going on. He can't use you unless you allow him to.
It's that line itself in particular that I found quite interesting. He can't use you unless you allow him to. Now, the reason why is because before I've made a video regarding the reality of the storyline between Angela and Michael. And the reality that I discovered at the time, or at least that was reported to me, was that their relationship had been fake the whole time, or at least their relationship was a relationship that was based on Angela staying in it, so therefore she can stay on the show. So I feel like when I see this line and I hear this line, he can't use you unless you allow him to. It's as if the daughter is saying that, listen, Mom, you have put yourself in this position. You're the one that chose to be with this man. You're the one that chose to continuously stay with this man. Why? So you can be on the show. So you have allowed him to do this to you. Okay. And to be fair, I feel that's something that has to be re-identified and something that has to be really paid attention to, because in reality, if we look at Angela's behavior throughout all the seasons, her behavior has been based on what? Let me get into that. Hold on a second.
You allow him to. You hanging on to something that it's too hard to hang on, and it's not worth it for somebody like that cheats on you, lie to you.
Let's talk about that. Okay. All right. Why has Angela Deem this whole time stuck around? Why has she hung around, despite all these things? Now, here's the thing. We know that for their relationship, Angela Deem has always given us the controlling vibe. Well, I say the vibe. We've seen her be controlling. We've seen her be controlling verbally. We've also seen her be controlling physically in terms of, damaging his cars, damaging certain things just to show him that she's the one with the power. Okay, that end of the day that they are on the show because of herself. But let's be real, she's always made it abundantly clear that she's the one that made Michael famous. But anyway, that's just Angela Deem for you. So really and truly, we got to talk about our choices in life, okay? And in this situation here, Angela Deem has put herself in a position where she has chosen to be with someone. She has chosen to allow someone to potentially use her for a green card, to use her to get to the States. Now, of course, Angela Deem this whole time felt as if, like, as long as she was in control, Michael was never going to be able to use her. But guess what? It didn't work out that way. Why? Because she was blinded by the fact that she enjoyed the fame, which is why I would say that she did allow him to use her. And that's why I feel like the daughter right now is saying, Mom, we all know the truth. And we know that you stuck around with this man for as long as you did, because you've enjoyed being on TV, you've enjoyed the fame, you've enjoyed the money, you've enjoyed every single aspect of it that makes you you. All right? So in reality, he can't use you unless you allow him to. But let's go back to what was said after this again.
You hanging on to something that it's too hard to hang on, and it's not worth it.
Let's just elaborate on it. It's not worth it. Is fame worth being in a relationship for 7 years, a relationship that you know was never real in the first place, a relationship that you knew that was always deemed to fail, a relationship that you knew that, a relationship that was based on you trying to control him, so therefore you can stop him from taking advantage of you, or to at least taking advantage of the green card. You spent your whole relationship trying to stop this man from scamming you in so many different ways, and it didn't work out. But you could have walked away at any time, but you didn't. So the question is, was it worth it? Was it worth you sticking around in this relationship as long as you did, just because you was getting famous out of it? But let's continue.
It's not worth it for somebody like that cheats on you, lie to you.
You got a woman.
And there we go. Someone that has cheated on you, someone that has lied to you, was it worth it? So really and truly, like I said before, after listening to this again, I was like, there's a lot of things that's being said here that link up to what I've said before in the past, in previous videos where I've exposed their relationship, the reality of their relationship. And I sit and I say that sometimes when we watch 90 Day Fiance, I will tell you this now, sometimes when you watch some of these cast members, either whether it's on a show, whether it's on a live stream, on social media, okay, or any other clip, sometimes some of these cast members would be saying things in ways of where they're trying to tell us something without actually telling us something. Because of course of the NDA, etc., etc. And I just feel as if this scene here, in particular, with her daughter talking, her daughter was really saying that, Mom, come on now. This man is cheating you. This man has lied to you. And you've tried to do what you can possible to control him, but it hasn't worked. So therefore, the question is, are you going to continue allowing this man to use you? And of course, the context in this video was more based on the fact that Michael was about to go in for his visa. He was about to go in, obviously, I think, he had just gone in for his interview to get his visa. And if anything, I believe the daughter in this moment in time was trying to say, hey, Mom, you can walk away right now. You don't have to go through this right now. Just let it be. So the question is, do you want to continue going through this for the fame? Or would you rather finally walk away and end the fame there? Because really and truly, the other thing they have to put into perspective is that Angela Dean was always going to be afraid to walk away from the fame, because you see, opportunities for her to come elsewhere was pretty much always going to be non-existent. Because here's the thing, Angela already knew that without Michael, she couldn't be on the show anymore. Why? Because she had taken advantage of her so-called power for such a long time. So long that obviously there's people in the network who have been trying to get rid of her for God knows how long. It was just a matter of finally waiting for her and Michael to finally put it quits. Or at least for Angela to do something ridiculous, like go on social media and pretty much expose the whole storyline. And the funny thing is that what Angela says next is pretty much the icing on the cake.
You got a woman that loves you and you're still lying. They're an idiot. He has a history of lying and cheating, and this is an old wound that he will never let heal.
But yet you still stuck around. Instead of listening to what her daughter says, what did she do? Because if you ask me, her daughter was trying to say, hey, Mom, hold yourself accountable for your role in this relationship. Hold yourself accountable. But instead of holding herself accountable, she's back to doing what she does best, putting all the blame onto Michael. Despite the fact that, yes, there's a lot for him to be blamed for, where's the benefit? Where is your benefit? There isn't one. So Angela can continue moaning, complaining, but where's the benefit? So really and truly, it is evident that it doesn't matter who is trying to speak to Angela, who is trying to give advice, whether it's her own freaking flesh and blood, she's not going to listen. She's going to continuously still keep doing what Angela wants to do. And what is that? Well, it's simple. Continuing to be a train wreck. Not only did she lose her weight from surgery and whatnot, not only did she lose her weight because of the money that she earned from the show, but she also lost her man because of the money that she was so eager to earn from the show. That was hard. Nonetheless, though, let me know your thoughts and your opinions, and we can talk about it. Damn, I like that last line. With that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.